live.
Are we live? We're doing this.
This says we're live.
Fantastic. Listen, it's been a struggle. It's been a stressful 9 minutes, really more so for Aaron. Britt and I have just been sitting, waiting patiently.
Yeah, we haven't really been doing much of anything.
No, I mean...
I am going to post this link now, though. That
okay,
we are
post
here.
it out.
Guys, normally we go to a splash screen, but the computer was not cooperating.
No, the computer was splashing, actually.
It was doing something.
Yeah. It was dive bombing every single time.
Yeah, that was rough.
It's fine. But hey, listen, welcome to the party, though. Welcome to the Park Opera Society After Hours Social. You guys know about this. We hang out. We discuss all of our favorite things, travel, theme parks, a little bit about life, a whole lot about Disney. I'm Gary, as always, joined by the fellow hoppers, Britt.
Hello.
And Aaron.
Yo.
You just have to trust us. He's here.
He's back there.
He is. He's still sweating a little bit, and I can see some perspiration on the brow.
I'm not sweating. I'm angry.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
steam.
Yeah. My shirt actually isn't red. This is just coming from Aaron's face. So, some big changes were announced in terms of Disney transportation. If you haven't been paying attention, then so there was testing done. Was it over? In terms of what weekend was it? Do you remember?
Easter, wasn't it?
Over Easter? Has it been that long? I think you're
I
right.
think it was. I think it was Easter weekend
Yeah,
that
I
they
think-
did the testing.
okay.
Yeah.
And so this whole idea is if you are at Disney Springs and you want to catch a bus back to the resort, right?
Yes.
Back to the resort, you now have to show that you have a reason to be at that resort. So it could be that you have a Walt Disney World like hotel reservation, that you have some type of confirmed dining reservation at said hotel, wherever it is that you're trying to go, or if you have some type of recreation activity that's booked at that, or I guess near that hotel, depending on where you're going. So if you don't have one of these three things, then starting, I believe it's June 28th, I'd have to go back to my notes, but
It is June 28th.
so starting that weekend, that's a Sunday, you won't be allowed to get on the bus from Disney Springs and go to a Disney resort. We talked about this a little bit last night.
Yep.
And the question that I posed, and I'm still unsure, is what problem is it that Disney's trying to solve?
That's a good question. And I don't know. But you know what I do know is that whatever the problem is they're trying to solve, obviously they tested this and they decided that this is worth solving. You know, and that this is the solution to the problem.
I mean, I know we talked. Some of the feedback I've heard, and I'm assuming this is from people who were there that weekend. They said that the lines for the buses weren't nearly as crowded.
Sure.
We kind of made the case. I don't know. This has been my experience. I don't know if this has been your all's. Getting to Disney Springs is super easy. If you're trying to get to Disney Springs from a resort, it's really, really easy to do.
Yep.
Trying to get back to your resort, it feels like they run those buses once every 30 minutes. And I know that's not true, right?
No, but it is always takes forever to get back.
It always takes forever.
Yep.
So were they less crowded? I can believe it.
Yep.
I just, again, I'm not mad about this change because I would say 90% of the time, if I'm on Disney property, it's because I'm staying on Disney property, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not staying off property.
Yep.
I understand that there's a loophole, and everyone's talking about the parking loophole, which is if you're staying off property, you could drive in, you could park at Disney Springs, you could take, if you're going to Magic Kingdom, let's say, you take a bus to Contemporary, Grand Floridian, one of those, and you walk into Magic Kingdom, and now you're not paying the parking fee.
Yeah.
Was that big of a problem?
No. Here's my thought is I get that on some level they're trying to make everybody pay the parking fee, but I don't think anybody was parking at Disney Springs to ride the bus over to avoid paying $35 to go into a park.
Right.
You know, I mean, because if you're doing just a 1 day, 1 park ticket for even for yourself, the buses don't even run to Disney Springs until 10 in the morning, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's when everything starts to open, I think.
Right. Okay. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning before you can even get on a bus. By the time you get on the bus, ride over, get off, get on another bus, head back over to the park, you've easily wasted an hour,
Yeah,
maybe
for
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And again, it's noon before you
Yeah.
get there. You've wasted the whole morning just trying to avoid a $35 parking charge.
Yeah.
I don't think people were doing that. I could be wrong.
I don't know. That's what I see the most in the comments about,
Yes.
here's the loophole for free parking. It's closed.
Yes. I think what's really people are doing is they're parking at the free parking and then they're going to the resorts. And I do think that there is at least reason to wonder if that's causing issues, like if they're clogging up the buses. And I certainly understand Disney wants, if you want to come enjoy the resorts, they want you to pay $35 to park. They don't want you to just come enjoy the resorts for free. Unless you Uber, I guess.
yeah.
You could Uber, and technically that's
it.
still, but
You could 100% park at Disney Springs
yeah,
and Uber really anywhere you want to.
you could.
I mean,
Uber to the
again,
TTC?
so even if they're like, you're trying to get to the Grand Floridian, let's say, you want to walk around, you want to see whatever. Yeah, even if you can't get into the Grand Floridian because you don't have a reservation or something.
Yeah.
You can easily just get dropped off at the TTC,
Yep.
hop on the monorail, and get off at the Grand or walk for that matter.
Yeah, you could.
You know,
And if you want to get on the Skyliner, you could go to Hollywood Studios,
yeah,
do the same thing, hop
You
on
can
the
do the same
Skyliner
thing.
right there.
And you pointed out, like for annual pass holders, you're not paying for parking anyways.
Correct.
So who cares where you park? Who
Right.
cares if you park at Disney Springs and take the bus to
Right.
wherever?
Which
to
I think is
you
really
know?
ultimately why they care. I think they do care that you park at Disney Springs. I think because the parking at Disney Springs is there's a lot less parking there
That's true.
than there is at any of the four parks.
Right.
And I think they are tired of, not tired. That's what they're trying to stop, though. I think they're trying to stop people parking there, taking up all those parking spots, and then not going into Disney Springs to
Yeah.
eat, drink, and shop.
Right.
And
It does stink for people, like if you're maybe a local and you park at Disney Springs because you're going to, let's say you're going to Epcot.
sure.
Epcot closes at 9:00, but you're going to meet some friends for dinner, for like a late dinner or late
sure.
drinks or something. Because really, I mean, we've talked about this a couple of different times. Disney shuts down at 11.
Yeah, it does. It closes too early, in my opinion.
But some places, I think, some of the restaurants maybe stay open until midnight at Disney Springs or.
No,
but they
Disney
close down
Springs
at
usually
11.
closes at 11.
11.
Yeah.
I can, anyway, if you're coming back for like late
11
drinks
or
or something,
11:30, depending on.
some late dinner, it would make sense for you to park at Disney Springs,
Yep.
though, right? Because you go to the parks, you do that, you come back, you have your dinner with your friends.
Yep.
Your car's right there, you go home. So you won't be able to do that anymore.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Ultimately, I don't think this. I've seen a lot of people upset about it. I've seen a lot of people saying this is going to cost them a lot, and people are not going to be going to the restaurants and the bars and the shops and the resorts. I'm sorry, I highly dispute that. I think if
Yeah.
the $35 fee is what's turning you off, you aren't going to eat anyway, and you can still do all of those things. Make a dining reservation. You can still
that's
go.
it. Yeah. That's all you have to do.
And so that's the real implication here is that the people that are doing this don't have a dining reservation. They were going. So, I mean, the only places you're not getting a dining reservation is really at like a quick service restaurants.
Yeah. Right.
And you're not going to convince me that people are parking at Disney Springs so they can go eat at any of the quick service restaurants
At the resort.
at the resorts. The only one that I could believe is they're parking there and they're hopping on a boat to go over to Port Orleans to get beignets or something like that.
Which we've
That I could
heard, like
believe.
that has caused
Yeah.
some issues.
Yeah.
We've read that,
And so-
and I could see that.
Yeah.
and I do. I mean, there are certain quick service restaurants that I like, and I will, if I'm staying at whatever. We stayed at Pop Century
Mm-hmm.
the last time we were there. But we really like the quick service at the Contemporary,
Sure.
at Contempo Cafe. So
Yeah.
we just walked over and had quick service while we were
There you
there.
go. Which, I mean, granted, you'll still be able to do that.
I'll still be able to do that.
So,
and really, if you're at Magic Kingdom, you'll still be able to walk over.
you can,
and,
you
and
can
do that as well. So
Frankie Goodman says it's a crummy thing for local pass holders.
yeah,
Maybe, but I'll be honest. For me, my thought is the local pass holder, you can still park anywhere.
Yeah.
You just can't park at Disney
at
Springs.
Disney Springs, and
And then hop on a bus or a boat
Yeah.
unless you have a reservation or something. But you can park at any of the 4 parks
Right.
and do exactly the same
Same thing.
thing for free
Yeah.
because you don't pay for parking as a pass holder.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is a good question. Do you pay for parking on blockout dates as a pass holder? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not allowed to have blockout dates.
Yeah.
I
You're
am
not allowed to
blessed
have
with
blackout
the
dates.
option to buy only the most expensive pass.
How fortunate you are.
So if anybody knows, Frank, let us know. Do
Yeah.
you have to pay for parking if you're there on a blockout date? Because I know, yes, you could buy the most expensive pass, but that is a lot of free parking to pay that
That's
thing
a lot
off.
of free parking.
So-
that's a lot of free parking. Although for him, he's there.
Yeah, he could
3 times
probably.
a week,
Yeah,
so
it
he could probably justify
makes
it.
sense for him. But you know,
That's right.
Yeah, that I am kind of curious because again, this doesn't affect us at all because we're never parking at Disney Springs and going
No.
anywhere because we're from out of state.
Right.
I am kind of curious what the local pass holders who are going a lot, like what are their thoughts on this? But again,
Yeah.
I think the only thing, as far as I can tell, the only thing it restricts is that you cannot go to Disney Springs and leave via Disney transportation unless you have
Some type
something.
of. Yeah.
um
What I hope that this doesn't do is expand to the parks.
okay. Frankie does make a good point here.
Okay.
He says, what if I go to Port Orleans, take a boat to Disney Springs? How can you
you're
get
stuck.
back?
Uber.
That is okay. That's a fair point. But
yeah,
Frank,
I agree.
I'm gonna see this and say, why did you go to Disney Springs? You can't. Or why did you go? Yeah, why did you go to Port Orleans to begin with?
Yeah.
Unless you had a dining reservation, and then
Right.
you ought to be able to come back because you can park
should,
there for
right?
only a window anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, listen. I'm not saying you can't find the problem because
Yeah.
I don't.
Right.
Listen, I would say it's similar to the changes to DAS. There were a
Yeah.
lot of people really upset. I'll be honest. The lane, not just the lightning lanes, all of it moves a lot faster. You know,
It does. And I think just like what they're doing with DAS at this point too is like, so they clamp down real hard.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, okay, wait
Yeah,
a
they
minute.
probably overcorrected.
Let's
Yeah.
open this up. And I think you'll see the same thing.
you might.
Like I said, like what I hope doesn't happen is they don't get to the point where if you're at a park,
Yeah.
you can't go to a resort until you're scanning in. Because can you imagine
Yeah,
again when everybody's
yeah.
trying to leave at night?
Yeah,
that's
I don't wanna
another
see that.
line that would
Yeah.
be awful.
Frank does say, I don't park at Disney Springs, but we do like riding the boats. That
Yeah.
I do get that.
Yeah.
And that is, I will say, probably the one part of this that I feel like is a little ham-fisted.
Yeah.
Is that because those boats, there's really not a good reason to ride the boats. Like, you know,
Unless
there's
you're staying at the resort.
or unless you just
Yeah.
want to ride the boats. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, there's not a dining reservation or something along the way. I would be hard pressed to find, like I said,
Yeah.
a justification for why I want to get on the boats other than I want to get on the boats.
Right.
You know,
Unless you don't want to go to, was it Scat Cats or one of those?
Frank says AP holders get smacked around like a redheaded stepchild. Man, there's some truth to that. The fact that, listen,
Yeah.
I have gotten to the gate of more than one park because it's happened to me more than once. I've planned to I'm going to go to Magic Kingdom this day, and then I decide actually I'm going to go to Epcot instead, and I forget to change my park reservation.
Yeah.
because as an annual pass holder, you still have to make park reservations.
Dumb.
And I get up there and I scan it, and it flashes blue or whatever,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, you don't have a park reservation for here today. You're going to need to step out of line and make a park reservation." Why?
Yeah.
I'm here. Can you not just say he's here instead?
Well, but also like you're holding a device, so why don't you just go? Doot, doot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
instead, I have to get out of line,
Yep.
bring it up, change my reservation from whichever park I had, which by the way has plenty of reservations left,
Plenty.
to a park that has plenty of reservations left,
Yep.
so that I can get back in the line and scan it again. Now it works.
Yeah.
But the silliness of it is that this is the Disney hack for everybody. If you're like us and have to make park reservations, make them for Animal Kingdom. It opens at 8. You can go for early entry at 7:30 if you're staying on
sure
property.
can.
You can scan that Magic Band at 7:30. Ding, turn around, walk right back out, and park hop to any park you want to
that's
because
right.
those are the rules.
Yeah. It's weird. Although
it
the
is
buses
so
aren't
dumb.
running until 10.
Minivan.
You got $50. There's a $50 charge.
Well, Uber,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
$30. It's cheaper.
No, it's probably like 12.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unless there's surge pricing.
Also, Frankie, you're gonna love our next episode.
you are. You,
We
Frank,
just
you're gonna
recorded
like
it last night.
Yep.
As a pass holder, you'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Going back to catch up on Angel. Hello.
Yeah.
Mimi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Jeremy. Hello. And thank you for happy early Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
we love you too.
Man.
Lori says,
Happy
glad to see
early
you guys.
Father's Day.
Let's see.
We finally made it.
Mimi says, as a local AP, I never found a good reason to park at Disney Springs to hop on a bus to go to the park. I agree.
Checks out.
I think these are largely kind of edge case issues.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you think part of the issue is if you have a local who is, it doesn't matter if you're local, that doesn't matter. But, okay, so you park at Disney Springs, and then you're going to the resorts, and you're buying up all this merchandise to then put on a bus and come back to your car because, like, if you want Grand Floridian specific, I
Sure.
keep going to that one, but Contemporary, Polynesian, whatever specific merch. And so, so you have no reservation, no dining reservation. You have no recreation reservation.
Sure.
You have no hotel reservation
Sure.
at any property. And you're just showing up to resorts to buy stuff to which you're going to ship to people and make money off of.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it seems like there are some of those things that Disney is trying to shut down.
I agree. Frank does say we pay, we get a list of restaurants we can use, and then they stop us from getting into the resorts. Again, though, you can still get to the resorts.
Yeah.
You just can't park at Disney Springs. But
Yeah.
you can park at Magic Kingdom, and you can get on any of the buses to go anywhere. You park at Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. Currently,
I don't think they'll change it.
I will say this: if they
to the
change
parks.
that,
Yeah, that's
to
a-
where to where truly as an annual pass holder, you now only technically have access to the parks.
Yeah.
Then I would say the Incredipass needs to get a whole lot cheaper.
Oh, they all do.
They all do.
They all
But
do.
like that that would bother me.
Yeah. Because part of, I think the joy of going to Disney is riding the transportation, right? Riding the monorail, riding the Skyliner, maybe not riding the bus,
Right.
but riding the boats. Like that is just part of it. And if you can't do that anymore, unless again you're behind this paywall,
Sure.
that's
do we have-
frustrating.
do we have another mic we can get over here real quick?
Is yours out?
No. We have an impromptu guest that would like to call into the show.
Oh my gosh.
I think. Okay, give me a second. Let me.
Frankie, give us just a minute.
Yeah,
We're gonna get you on.
We'll work this out. We'll work
Okay, in
this
the meantime,
out.
let's see. I skipped past some other people back up here. Adam says, hey, fellas, how's it going? It's going good, Adam.
Oh, what's up?
We are doing great. Angel says, when's y'all's next visit to the bubble? It is in 10 days.
Yeah, 10
we
days
are going
away.
on a 1-day trip.
Yeah,
We are leaving Knoxville
It's-
at 6 in the morning.
so stupid.
It is. We are going to visit all 4 parks. We're going to ride something in all 4 parks, and we are going to
Finally eat at Spice Road Table,
Yeah.
which is not even that great of a restaurant, but
I've
I'm
heard
sure it's
good
going to be
things.
good.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things. I'll say it's not a difficult
Aaron,
reservation
everyone.
to get. Yes, Aaron, thank you. Yeah, yep. So good to see you.
All right. It is. It's not on just yet.
Okay.
Now, Frankie, you should know that if this is the thing that crashes Aaron's computer, we're not angry at you, but
So yeah, we'll be down there.
Yeah.
10
27
days, 27th, June 27th, and only June 27th. We'll be flying back that evening, really late.
unless it rains.
That's or storms,
Storms, not really rains.
or hurricanes, or tornadoes.
I
mean,
don't
hopefully
want- I
none
don't want
that
either
happens.
of those,
No,
really.
but I mean,
No, no.
or if the plane just doesn't go.
Yeah, which is possible.
Let's see. Frank warns us he's getting hostile.
And please remember to keep it PG. Maybe PG-13.
All right. The mic should be working now.
Okay.
Do you want me to test it?
Yeah.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Calling Frank.
Here we go.
Putting on speakerphone. Just gonna set that right there.
Can you hear it?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
I'll set that right there.
The stream is way behind. We got you.
Yeah, but you're
All right,
here.
Listen, I'm going to get aggressive. I'm on the verge of. I got to turn off the. Let me. Hold on, I got to turn off the sound here.
Yep.
All right, listen, I'm getting aggressive. Okay, so hear me out because you guys don't experience this.
Sure.
Okay, since at some point, at least 5 to 6 days a week, we go to the resorts.
Okay.
Okay? And you got to remember, maybe we go to the Whispering Canyon 200 times a year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay? As much as Ohana makes me want to throw up, we do go there 100 times a year. Well, 50 times a year now.
Okay.
Because we're always hoping it's going to be like all these people in the group say how great it is, but it never is.
They rage.
Sure.
Sometimes we just want to go to Chef Mickey's, right?
Yep.
And as soon as you get to security, it's the thing they've had for a few years. You can't get in without a reservation.
Sure.
Okay, now hear me out. Every single one of those restaurants are accepting walk-ins. Every single one.
Sure.
Okay, how is a local supposed to do a walk-in if you can't get in security?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
You
point.
know, let me give you. Now we go there 2 to 3 times a week. It's half empty every time.
Okay.
Now we're always able to get a reservation, but it's always half empty. And I've had the managers, I've had the general managers, and I've had what's called the proprietor. The proprietor is who's in charge of a certain area of each restaurant, area.
Okay.
And we've had the proprietor, we've had the managers all complain to everybody they can to please let people in
Yeah.
so they won't have a half-empty restaurant. And they don't get anywhere.
Sure.
And you got to understand, there's not a few locals. Some people think,
Sure.
it's a small thing. Locals, I have no facts for what I'm going to say, other than I spend close to $20,000 a year on Disney dining alone. There are a lot of locals. All we do is go to the resorts and eat.
Sure, and I can tell you,
And-
if you want to see how many locals are there, go in there when the local APs are blocked out
Oh,
and
yeah.
see how few people are in the
Right.
parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
what I understand. Okay, I got to rephrase this. I don't understand what they're doing. I have never parked at Disney Springs and went to a resort.
Right.
I have no reason to.
Yep.
I don't understand the purpose of it because the gift shops are not flourishing.
Right.
Okay, the quick service at the restaurants, they're not knocking it out of the park.
No,
Right.
I agree.
They need the business that they get from the locals. And there's a lady in our group. Her name is Kathy. Kathy put a post up last night. I know Kathy because she came to my wrestling shows a lot. Kathy's an older lady. She's like 75. She always posts and she always referred to her son as my autistic adult son. She's a very nice lady. Okay. The only way she could get to a resort is that way.
Okay.
It's the only way. She can no longer afford the parks.
Which,
She
yeah.
has no money.
yeah.
Disney Springs is it. Some people, we are, Kath and I, we eat at the Whispering Canyon, and we might sit for an hour in the lobby. You're taking that away from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, and I do think, $35 to park, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think it's 40.
Is it 40?
I think it's 40.
In fairness, I've never paid
I'm
the
only
park.
going
No.
by signs.
So, Frank, so do you know, what we were talking about this earlier? What problem is Disney trying to solve? Do you have any intel on this as
That's
a
the
local?
whole thing is. That's what I was just saying. I don't see what. I don't get it. All right, maybe during the holiday time. I know at the Wilderness Lodge, their tree's magnificent, and when you go to the Whispering Canyon, the crowd of people
Oh yeah.
waiting for pictures with the tree is really long.
Yep. Yep.
Other than that.
Yeah.
These hotels are empty. Their quick service are empty. Okay?
Yeah.
These stories about how you can't get a reservation. Sorry. You can't get a reservation for Chef Mickey or you can't get Ohana. That's absurd.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
It's absurd. These places want walk-ins.
Yeah.
I was going. Yeah, they offer it all the time.
Yeah,
So
let me tell you, Chef Mickey. I don't know what time they're open to at night. I don't. Maybe 9:30, something like that. Something along those lines. Now, sometimes Kat doesn't feel like cooking. It might be 7:00. It might be 7:30. We could always go on the Disney app and we could always get Chef Mickey. Chef Mickey's completely. It is 75% empty. At 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
I
I don't
believe
care
it.
what anybody tells me. We know because we go.
yeah, because the kids are going to bed, right? So
Yeah, but people want to do walk-ins.
yeah,
You know,
Right.
I'll give you Willie, my older son. Willie's a perfect example. Hey, Mom. Oh, Mom, can you bring me fruit?
Yeah, Chef just.
Okay, babe. Willie loves going to Disney Springs with his friends, and then they just go to they do nothing. Their whole day is pin trading,
okay. Yeah.
and you know, Willie sometimes in one day will go to 5 or 6 resorts. He'll eat every single day at least 2 of those resorts.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he'll trade pins. Now what you're saying is, well, the only way he could do that is if he takes an Uber.
Well, or
Yeah, go
if
to a
he's
resort-
an annual pass
park.
holder, he could park somewhere else. But I mean, you're
No,
right.
He can't. See, he can't because he doesn't drive.
Okay,
Oh,
well, and,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
thing is, though, like you said, if they're going to go down to Disney Springs, that's where they're going to start. Presumably, that's where they're going to come back to. But you're right. That means you can't start and end at Disney Springs now.
No.
You have to start.
You can end.
Right.
You just can't
That's true.
start.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But the other thing is, the only resorts you can get into are the All Stars
Right?
or the Port Orleans hotels.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Those hotels, that's why I mentioned that as far as riding the boats,
Right.
because security happens to be very nice at those hotels.
Yep.
And I don't think they think you're really benefiting by going there. So, you know, Kath and I might go there. We might grab quick service. Willie likes the pins. Sometimes we buy the bags we give away over there.
Yep. Yep.
But, you know, unless you're talking about the All-Stars and unless you're talking about the Port Orleans, you're not getting into a resort.
Yeah. No, the
And
rest of them are all
if-
locked
if
down.
you- If you're a pass holder, if you live here, all of a sudden you can't get in anywhere. We
Yeah.
can't go anywhere. You can't get in unless you have a reservation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're going to take away our eating. You know, it's a big thing to some people. And
That's
the
fair.
pass holders get a disgusting raw deal here. Disneyland, you get everything for being Disneyland. They look at pass holders like you gods.
Yeah.
Here, we're looked at pass holders like we're the crap underneath your sneaker.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, and at Disneyland, it's, I mean, I guess they could keep people out of resorts, but you can walk to every single one of them. so,
Yeah.
so that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
that's,
no, there are times where, you know, let's say you're at downtown Disney,
right.
and you might want to go through the Grand Californian from Disney Springs,
Sure.
downtown Disney.
Right.
Sometimes they do set a table up and they stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I get that. I get that. I don't get preventing people from using your food and buying stuff.
Yeah.
Me
and that-
neither.
Again, I mean, like we said, we don't really know the problem they're trying to
No.
solve unless it is truly a lack of parking at Disney Springs. We've never experienced. We never tried to park
No.
there, so yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like-
but you have to remember something. It's just the beginning. Whenever something like this happens,
Yeah.
it's going to go to a grander scale.
Yeah.
What I was talking about before when I wrote you is they used to have a tables in Wonderland card.
Okay.
You would pay
Oh, yeah.
$75. You
Yeah.
pay $75. Then they jumped it up to $150, and for that price, you get 20% off all the restaurants. And they had every restaurant on there, everything. But then all of a sudden, you're paying this money, and security's not letting you in here, and they're not letting you in there.
Yeah.
And you know, all of a sudden, well, what is our discount good for?
Right.
Well, okay, I'm an annual pass holder. I basically use my discount to eat at restaurants.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that means I'm not allowed to use quick service in resorts anymore?
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a lot of, you know, and then somebody put a post up today. Some idiot was responding. He wouldn't stop saying dumb things. One of the members said that this is, I don't think she meant it's really the same people, but she said this is probably the same people that ruined the DAS card for everybody years
yeah.
ago.
Oh yeah, I saw
Now,
that.
of course, I don't think they're the same people.
Right.
Well, they could be, However,
They moved on.
it is the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you have a few people that might be abusing it
Yep.
by beating out the parking
Yeah.
Yeah.
to go to the parks, which I understand that. I understand the beating the parking at the parks, but because of that, because of the cheating the system on the DAS card, they're treating the same situation here.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Let's smack everybody around. But really quick, because I'll let you guys go. But here's the thing. You're stopping people from taking the bus to resorts. How many people do you really think are going to go through the trouble of parking 10 miles away
Yes.
Yeah.
to get to the parks?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
To save 40 bucks.
I get it that the intention is not to screw people going to resorts.
Sure.
It's to go, 90 steps to Kevin Bacon and stop you from getting to Magic Kingdom or the other parks.
Yeah.
But what kind of an idiot
Yeah.
is going to park? I understand you think it's all so close, but the fact of the matter, it's not that close.
It is not.
It's
that.
not.
No, it's not.
No.
You know, I live at the back entrance of Magic Kingdom. It takes me, 5 minutes tops to park at the Contemporary.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But it takes me 25 minutes to get to Disney Springs.
Oh, but yeah, because you're driving to the opposite side of the property.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
really? What kind of idiot is really going to do that?
Yeah.
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 And,
yeah.
and truthfully, one of these idiots is going to take 90 minutes by bus, or an hour by bus, to get home at midnight.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think they're picking at this.
Yeah. It does seem a little odd.
Yeah, it seems overcorrection. I think that's the best way to say
you want
it.
to, you want to come up with something. Here's something to come up with. Why isn't Dumbo in the parks? How come all 7 dwarfs aren't at the end of the mine train when you get off? Where's the big bad wolf? How come we don't see the 3 little pigs?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Casey's have sauerkraut? That's the stuff these people need
It's
to
in
worry
Germany.
about.
Germany. I mean, that's-
All right. So listen, go back, have your playtime now.
Frank, thank you very much,
Alright.
man.
Man, always a pleasure.
ahead.
Thanks for calling in.
Go have playtime, and thanks for doing this for me because I was in a shit. I was
said
in a really
PG-13,
bad
man.
mood, and I'm in a little bit better mood right now. Let me tell you something. I live in Orlando. I do not live in a third world country.
Yeah.
It's bad enough I can't get anything fresh to eat here. Now we can't find an accountant who has any clue about anything.
Hey, Britt was an accounting major.
Yeah, I
Who?
didn't get the.
Britt.
Yeah. That was my
But
degree.
you're not an accountant. But
I'm
you're
not an accountant. No.
That's
All
fine.
right, all right.
He's-
So you
he's 2
just
years
worry
away.
about who would want fries with their order for now. And just,
Perfect.
go have fun. I'll watch a little bit more of your show.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, bye everybody.
See you, man. Frankie Goodman, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it's always a party.
Always.
Every single time.
Always. Love it.
He did bring up some good points, though.
He did. And the thing is, I think the ultimate point is, and this is kind of what we started with.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why are we doing this?
Yeah. It seems like a vast overcorrection. I know that we had some listeners who submitted some questions. I don't know if we got more.
I was still reading through all of this. Let's see.
Okay.
Hold on, I lost my place here. Mimi Rodriguez says, "I'm new here. Where are y'all located?" We are in Tennessee,
Yep.
East Tennessee,
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Go Vols.
Yeah, about 45 minutes from Dollywood.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see. Angel says 8 days for us.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Y'all need to move closer from the person who drives 17 hours every other month. That is crazy. No, we have incredibly
gosh.
cheap flights thanks to
That's-
Allegiant. So our round trip airfare is
And we hope it stays that way.
yeah.
Also, as we always say, hashtag not sponsored.
not sponsored yet. Goals.
Goals.
Let's see what else. Adam says 2 days. Going on a
2
Father's Day
days.
trip to the bubble.
Nice. That'll be fun.
That's awesome. Let's see. Yep, remember when Disney Springs didn't even have security? Yep, it does now.
Oh, yeah. Poor Aaron. I remember that time. Would you have a laptop in a backpack or something?
Oh yeah.
Yep, I had my camera and my laptop both
Yeah.
in separate bags inside of my bag, and the security got out and went through it, and then didn't put the laptop back in its little sleeve or the camera
No.
back in its bag, and just put them together. And now the laptop, which was at that point 2 weeks old, has just a big old scrape on it, which officially dropped its value. I looked this up the other day to see what the trade-in value would be. It dropped its value by $300.
Hey, that's $300 worth of magic.
That's $300 worth. Never mind.
PG, Aaron, PG.
Oh man. Yeah, Sarah Miller says if they really want everyone to pay for parking, they could just charge for parking at Disney Springs. I've seen people
could.
mention that. I think that would stop
Do
people
you
from going
guys
to Disney
remember
Springs.
when they charged parking at the resorts?
Yes.
And that was not
Yeah.
that fun.
No. So what they
But
did was
yeah,
they got
no,
rid of that
yeah.
and raised the cost of the resorts.
Yep. I mean, no, I agree though.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not a local, so it doesn't.
That's the thing. These
this
changes
doesn't
don't
really
affect us.
no.
And you know, even then, we don't even understand really fully how they impact everybody because again, we don't experience
No, I
the
mean,
side of it.
I again, as Frankie was saying, I get the frustration of
Sure.
it complicates things.
Yeah.
You know.
Ray says, my mother lives 3 hours south of Disney. I've considered doing a day trip when visiting, but I wouldn't want to be too tired for the drive back. That is perfectly fair.
That's why
I
we're
get that.
flying back.
We're flying and then driving.
Yeah. Well, but the drive's 15 minutes.
It's not 15 minutes.
Okay, it's 30.
Yeah. If
30.
you're speeding.
Yeah.
I
It's like
normally,
45.
I
Through
normally-
perpetual construction.
Yeah.
Construction's
Well,
done now. It's really nice, actually.
We do
Yeah,
call
it
it
is.
I
For
kill
now.
you.
It's not
I kill
for
you
now.
highway, right?
Okay, so anyway, that we are all caught up. So
Okay,
everybody continue to chat because we
Yeah.
love that. But we also
Throw
have
some
other
questions
stuff
in
to
there.
talk about. Yeah. Let's do some user submitted
Okay.
stuff. Lori
You
McDonald
got
on
'em, not me.
Facebook said, "Good morning. My topic would be how to keep the little kid magic being adults. Yes, I see the magic when I'm with my babies, but finding little
Yep.
things that just make the trip what I remember as a child. Mine is having an orange swirl Dole Whip. My dad would always have one before. My dad and I would always have one
Okay.
before the tiki room. That makes my heart and mind so happy.
Like, don't you think that is part of the magic of Disney? Is that there's things that, like, I think when my kids go, and especially if the grandparents go,
Mm-hmm.
like those are memories that they will take with them forever. You know,
Yeah.
and they'll remember. Like, Lennon always refers to the time that we were staying at the Polynesian and we snuck outside and got some Dole Whip, and he played on the beach at the Polynesian, and like.
Nice.
It's not the rides, you know what
Sure.
I mean? Like, it's not
Yeah.
those things that you remember necessarily hang on to. It's those small things,
Yep.
you know, like grabbing a Dole Whip or whatever.
Yep.
I think for me, it's the people mover.
Yeah.
Riding. I remember riding with my grandparents.
Yeah.
And I remember being too afraid to ride Space Mountain, like
Sure.
chickening
Yep.
out. And now it's probably one of my favorite rides.
Yep.
So I rode the people mover numerous times because I could go inside Space Mountain. I could see it and it looked super cool.
Yep.
So now, I don't know, every time I ride it, I think of them.
That's fair. Yeah. For me, a lot of my like childhood favorite things at Disney are gone now, sadly.
Oh, that is sad.
Delta Dream Flight.
Yeah, boo.
Loved it. It's been gone
Yeah.
for a while. It's now Space Ranger Spin. Innoventions over at Epcot was absolutely. I loved Epcot as a kid. I still love Epcot as an adult in a very
Right.
different way.
Yeah,
But
very
you know,
different way.
I loved Epcot as a kid. I loved the sparkly concrete that they had with the
I
fiber
do
optics.
miss
in
that,
it. Yeah,
man.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
I loved
and
Innoventions.
you get a little bit of that now,
Yeah,
but
well-
not like it was.
No, and now the new lighting features in the concrete broke within like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it makes me
and
sad.
They're not going to fix them, I don't think.
Again, you should listen to our next episode.
You should.
We don't
You
talk
should,
about
Monday.
that, but similar.
Yeah. You know, I think another one for me, Carousel of Progress actually is one of my absolute favorites.
That-
And of course, it's getting
yeah.
ready to change.
I can remember riding that with my parents
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I've ridden it with them as an adult.
Yep.
And my mom doesn't hold my hand any longer, but
Well, that's fair. You
Yeah.
know, it's and
that's
I mean,
my
you know,
choice, not hers.
and, you know, we did a whole episode about that and everything,
Yeah.
and honestly, still very mixed feelings on that.
Well, and I will say too, talking about keeping the kid magic alive. This, judge me all you want, but I still like the night before a Disney trip, I can't sleep because I'm excited.
same. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and to me, it's almost like the like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like knowing that you're going to someplace that's fun.
Yep.
So I still get that, which is it's dumb, and that's
No, I get it. I mean, it's-
I do.
And from that to walking into the park and
Yep.
seeing the whether it's the castle at Magic Kingdom or it's the Spaceship Earth at
Yep.
Epcot or the crowds at Hollywood Studios, whatever it is for you.
I get that feeling more from Magic Kingdom and Epcot a little
Yeah,
bit
me too.
when the first time I topped the hill at Animal Kingdom and I see the Tree of Life.
That's pretty
I
cool.
get that a little
It's
bit.
Here's my biggest thing about that is you have to walk a long way into the park
That's-
before you
yeah.
get the reveal moment.
That's part of the journey.
It is. And honestly, the first part there, they've got some really cool animal exhibits out there and stuff.
yeah.
Everybody just rushes right past
I was
it.
gonna say, I've
trying to
never
get
seen
it.
them.
Yeah, I know.
But
Because
I'm
everybody's
sure.
just walking through the jungle. But like,
Right.
there's some really good stuff there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would that one's kind of a tough one because again, for me, like a lot of my childhood favorite things are gone or getting ready to leave, unfortunately.
And quite frankly, I've gone to Disney way more as an adult than
Same.
I ever did as a kid.
Same.
So
And I guess in part of it, how do you keep the magic? For me, I don't know that I do personally, but
Yeah.
the magic has changed and it evolves.
it's different.
For me, that's okay. But I think it's awesome that you can think of your dad while you have an orange swirl
Yeah.
Dole Whip.
for sure.
And so I hope my kids have things like that they can someday be like, hey, remember that time that dad did, which they'll probably be like when they're there and it's pouring, they'll be like, remember that time that dad made us come to Epcot and said, we don't need our rain jackets.
Yeah. What I
And
was
they're probably
thinking is,
watching right now and making fun of me for that.
yeah, you remember that time that Dad yelled at me because I was lagging behind or something?
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
too.
Ahana means family, and that means you're going to get left behind. So,
Tyler Yates on Instagram
Yeah.
said, how about a Disney on a budget segment? Things people can cheap out on, things people shouldn't. It's
Okay.
all opinion based, of course, but I like
Yep.
the way y'all think. We like the way you think.
yeah. What's the first thing you cut if you're budget conscious?
Lightning lanes.
That was the extras.
Yeah.
Between
Yeah.
lightning lanes and like when we went in January, we flew into MCO and got a minivan.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No.
It was an incredible experience, but if
Yeah.
I'm trying to go budget, minivan is out. It's not in the budget.
No, for sure. I think lightning lane is probably the
That's the number one thing.
number one thing I'm getting rid of.
And here's the thing: I don't really spend that money. I don't spend that much money on lightning lanes in general. So
Yeah, now I do when my whole family goes.
Yeah.
We generally do to try to avoid some of it. I've got you can go back and listen to our Lightning Lane episode. My opinion has not got, if anything, my opinion has gotten worse about Lightning Lane since then.
yeah, yeah.
So that would be the first thing that I would probably cut if I was trying to save some money. I think you can certainly go to a lower tier resort and still have a really good time.
Gosh, that was my second thing.
Yeah.
Only because I was looking back at one point. Again, we had gone in January,
Yep.
and we just stayed one night. We stayed at the Grand Floridian, and I was looking at our trip in May, and we paid rack rate for Pop Century,
Sure.
okay,
Yeah.
and preferred
Sure.
room.
Yep.
So like not the most expensive, but
No,
but
you're in the $200
middle, yeah.
range though.
Closer to 300, which was
Yeah,
sad.
which I could believe. Yeah.
But
Yeah, when I say two, I mean anywhere from 200 to 299.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you're
not
correct.
Close
Yeah.
to 200. Yeah.
No, you're correct. But we stayed for 3 nights at Pop Century for what I paid for one night at the Grand Floridian.
Sure.
So definitely the resort. And I don't know, we've talked about this a little bit. Often to me, there's a big jump between moderate to deluxe resorts, mostly in
Yes.
location.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Not necessarily in how nice everything is,
Yep.
but for sure location.
Yep.
There's not as large of a gap to me between the value and the moderate resorts, especially if you're going to moderates that have, and then, again, my personal opinion, I don't love the buses.
Sure. That's fair.
And I definitely don't love resorts that have multiple bus stops.
No, I agree with that.
So if you're staying at one of those, I don't know. Unless you just really want to try out some new vibe or something, try out a new resort, there's not that much of a difference.
No,
For
and
me.
I would say, to the point about
me.
the buses, I mean, the All-Star resorts, I think they have the best buses.
Yeah.
Like their bus service is so good.
One bus stop.
One bus stop. Those
I mean,
buses
per
run
resort.
all the time.
But-
yeah,
but,
well,
yeah.
sometimes they do share.
Yeah, but typically it's Okay, but
Like, late at
also
night.
Wilderness and Contemporary share,
Which makes
Polynesian and Grand Floridian
yeah,
share.
and that's
like,
crap. That's total crap.
yeah,
right?
again,
Like,
you're paying $1,000 a night.
Yeah.
Surely you can get them
Yeah.
on my own bus.
So yeah, I mean, I think going to a lower tier resort, that's the correct way to say it, but that's way harsher than what it really is.
Yeah,
you know,
you're still
I
on
think
Disney property.
You are,
You still get the
like,
perks
even the
of being
All-Star
on Disney
resorts,
property.
They're very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I've always enjoyed staying
No,
there.
agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy
Agreed.
some of the other resorts.
You know,
more,
if you're going
but-
down for like a romantic weekend, I don't know that. You know, I'll start fill in the blankets for you.
That's probably not. But I mean, you know, maybe it is. That's up to you.
Yeah,
Those rooms
I
are
mean,
cozy.
yes, maybe it is. But I mean, like, there's going to be kids. People are going to be.
Yeah.
I notice
say
more
this.
room noise, outside room noise, of people
Yes.
walking and that kind of stuff. You know?
That is probably my only real complaint
Yeah.
about the All Stars. They are noisy rooms.
Yeah.
Especially if you have one that's an adjoining room, which you probably will.
Granted, if you have an adjoining room at a deluxe resort,
You're still gonna
you're
hear
going to hear
noise.
probably just as much.
You are. Yeah. As far
So-
as the resorts go, I would say to me the only deluxe resort that really probably justifies its increased cost, in my opinion. And I've stayed at a lot of them. I'm not knocking on any of them, but I think Animal Kingdom Lodge probably justifies its
Yeah.
price increase because of the fact that you have the animals and
You
everything
do.
there to look
Yeah.
at.
It's kind of like an attraction is there.
It is, and so that would be the one that I would say. It's also the cheapest deluxe resort.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a little caveat there. Those rooms are the Resort View rooms, and if you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge in a Resort View room,
You are not getting, well, you might be getting that, but that's not what you want.
right?
You want Savannah
yeah,
View.
You do, but
But
you
it's
know, that
also
would-
the furthest away.
unless you're going to Animal Kingdom, and
then
then it's by
it's the
far the
closest.
closest.
But how, well, there could be a lot of people that are going to Disney just to go to Animal Kingdom.
And they're all parking at Disney Springs, man. Riding the bus over.
You are the problem. you DAC
No,
people.
you're right. Disney or Animal Kingdom is not.
Yeah.
That's not the. I mean, we all know that's the number 4 park that they have there, which is a shame
Is
because it's a
it?
great park. Well, I mean, yes, not in my actual
Yes.
opinion. It's not my 4th favorite park,
Nah.
but it is the 4th
I'd give it
most
3.5.
popular park. Yeah. Again, I put it like 7 spots above Hollywood Studios, I think, on my ranking. So.
That's fair.
Let's see. Let's get through some more comments
Yeah,
here
yeah,
real
yeah, I
quick.
do.
And then we got a few more viewer submitted things.
Nice.
Peter Raymond says, so we gave the monorail drink crawl some really deep thought, and we
Yeah.
are all for it when we come down to November.
Oh,
Heck yeah,
do
man.
it.
Do it. It's a lot of fun.
100%.
Yes.
And you got options here.
You do. You do.
My preferred route, it doesn't matter where you start, Trader Sam's, Enchanted Rose, Steakhouse 71.
I would agree with that.
But if those don't work, Trader Sam's has the outdoor patio, assuming that it's not under construction. Assuming they're done
yeah.
with that.
Yeah. I think they will be by then.
They've got that. You've also got the Wailulu,
Yeah,
which you
is-
guys tried.
Well, I was there this past weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome place. Wailulu, don't care what you
Did
call
you
it.
try? So I saw this video, and next time we go,
Okay.
not when we go, and we won't have time for this. In
The
a
time
week.
after that.
The time after that. Okay, so they say go to Polynesian, Captain Cook's,
Okay.
get a drink,
Okay.
a drink cup, just
Okay.
like for a freestyle or a Coke machine.
Okay.
Walk it over to the tower, and they have I think it's Island Time Sprite, which is Pog mixed with Sprite
Ooh,
in their freestyle machine by the pool at the new tower. I'm 100% trying.
that sounds fantastic.
That does
Doesn't
sound
it?
really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It sounds
that
delicious.
sounds awesome.
So the next time we go. But I was going to say Wailulu, or they've got the outdoor patio. At Grand Floridian, if you can't get into Enchanted Rose, we've typically had good luck getting into the Citrus Coast Lounge.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty
then
good. Yeah.
Contemporary, there is the
The Outer Rim,
Outer Rim. I
Yeah.
could not think of
which
it.
is
yeah.
probably the most boring bar on all
Hey,
of Disney property.
But it's open till midnight.
It is, and it is always available. It's
always available.
It's always there. There's never a crowd.
I'm just saying you've got options.
You
and
do.
you should pursue them
All of
because
them.
the food is good.
Do a couple laps, really.
I don't know that I would recommend that.
Would you include Beacon Barrel on the monorail bar crawl?
That's funny. No, but
I wouldn't either,
But I'm
but-
not opposed.
No, I mean,
If you could get a reservation,
it's worth trying. It's worth trying.
100%. It's
yeah,
worth trying.
it's fun. I think
Yeah.
it gets more hate than it deserves. But
yeah,
At the same time,
I
it's
don't
not
even
my-
know why people hate it. I mean,
Well, because in fairness, I think a lot of it depends on where you get seated. You
Oh,
know, if you get a
agreed.
really crap, if you're stuck in the corner looking
which
at the wall,
I was.
Yeah, well, but at least
But
we
we
could,
were in the
we were in the
main
main
room.
room. We could turn
Yeah.
around and see what's going on behind.
But the
us.
last time we were there, we were in this room over to the side.
the map room.
And that was super cool because
It was.
there was some effect and all this stuff came up on the wall.
Yeah. It was cool, but I think if that had been our first experience, I would have
Right.
been really bummed.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
You
that's
also
fair.
you can get the fancy mug back there.
can.
That is probably better as a planter.
Yeah,
It's not a very good
I mean,
drinking.
to model this
device.
for you.
yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah,
And how much did that cost?
I don't want
exactly.
to think about it.
$48. I don't know, but
I think it's more than that, to be
wait,
honest.
it's a first edition,
Oh,
so
It was,
you
yeah.
can't see this, but
So yeah. Let's see.
Sorry.
Sarah Miller says, "I never get tired of seeing Main Street and seeing the castle.
Oh,
Makes me
yeah.
teary-eyed every single time. Yeah, beautiful sight.
I agree, and it
great
makes
way
me
to
sad
end.
to leave.
I was gonna say, but it's a great way to end the trip,
It
walking
is.
out and seeing it one last time at night.
I do enjoy when we go to Magic Kingdom. It doesn't always happen this way, but going in, so if I'm looking at the train station, go in the left tunnel, and then just breathe in that popcorn as soon as you
Sure,
come through.
yep,
Come
yep.
out like, yeah,
Yep.
it's enticing.
Ray says, when I went to Disneyland last year, I went straight to my reserved park after a 6-hour flight. Disney magic and adrenaline is a powerful combination. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Hey,
it
listen, one
is.
challenge that we want to do, and I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but is to fly down to Orlando, ride, let's say Pirates of the Caribbean, and then fly across the country to Disneyland and ride Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland.
Yes.
Again, I don't know
And
that that's going to
then
happen this year,
continue on
but
to Tokyo.
and then ride.
No, but we do want to do the
really, we
do
need
the
to
Pirates
start in
Challenge.
Paris and ride
Just
that, then fly to
Work our way
Orlando.
around.
Yeah.
I think we can do it.
We can't.
Travis says, "Sup, fellas? Sup, Travis?"
What's up, man?
Ray says, "I think deluxe resorts can be cut. Stay the Contemporary twice. Not worth the money." Oh,
Ray,
I don't know. Ray. We might fight you on that one. We love the
No,
Contemporary.
sometimes if it's 40% off.
Yeah, if you're getting the AP, that's the thing. We're getting the AP discounts on a lot of these.
Yeah.
That totally changes the math.
And I will tell you this, though. So the last two times, one time I tried to stay at Bay Lake, one time in DVC members staying on points, and then the other time was trying to stay at the garden wing, in the garden wing. And both times at Bay Lake, I got a call saying, "Hey, something's wrong with the room. Would you guys care to stay in the tower?" And before I had like a chance to say yes, he was like, we've got you in a theme park view room. And I was like, heck yes, sign me
Yeah.
right up for this. Then when we went down, and we're going to stay at the garden wing, I went to check in, and they had upgraded us to the tower.
Yep.
So, and I love staying in the tower.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's
Yep.
worth the money. If you're paying $800-900, it's not worth
It's
the
not.
money.
No.
Even whatever, but
The thing is,
I love it.
It's worth what you think it's worth. I don't
Yeah.
think you're going to make a mathematical argument for it. That's why I say the only one that you might
No,
would
yeah.
be Animal Kingdom Lodge, only because of
Right.
the additional
That's fair.
stuff.
Yeah.
Peter says, "What is one restaurant on property that you guys would recommend we eat out on our first night? Our first day is a resort day, and we are going down for our wedding anniversary, so I don't know if that influences your decision."
It does.
It does, but also, Peter, more than that, what resort are you staying at?
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
that's going to influence my decision as well.
True.
So let us know. Where are you staying, Peter?
The first thing that popped into my mind was Narcoossee's.
I've got probably 4 restaurants that popped in my head, but it really depends on where you're staying.
Jico is probably on. Is that one of
Jico,
yours?
absolutely. I love
Yeah,
Jico.
I knew you loved it. Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
it depends on where you're staying.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're staying. I agree. Narcoossee's is so
Narcoossee's
good.
is so
Narcoossee's
good, yeah.
fantastic.
Also, California Grill.
California Grill, that's a classic choice. We're kind of pre-answering this. Chris Alk says, "Hello from Maryville, Tennessee, gentlemen."
Hey, what's
Whoa. My wife and
just
I are
down the
planning.
street.
Yeah, 30 minutes away, according to Gary.
It is 30 minutes away. I
Chris,
mean,
do you think you could get to North Knoxville in 30 minutes?
yes.
Let us know.
Well, okay, I don't live quite in North Knoxville. It's an extra 10 minutes for you.
You live in North. No, it's the same.
No, I'm
It's
closer
the
to the interstate.
This is why we fly and not drive.
It's south.
This is my wife and I are planning our 5th anniversary trip for next year.
Okay.
What is the best place to have a good one-on-one date? I'm going to say Kefi over in the Old City.
Oh, you're talking about
No, he's
I was
talking about
like-
that. But no, that is
Yeah,
a
okay.
fantastic place if you haven't been there, Chris.
Yeah.
No, in Disney again. I mean, it's a
One-on-one
lot of these
date.
same places. Where
think
are you
so.
staying? What's your
Yeah.
thought? But some of the best places off the top of my head, depending on what you're looking for, California Grill is a great one.
Yeah, and all of these, can we caveat a little bit with like timing is a little bit key,
Yes, I would agree
right?
with that. Yes.
I mean, you don't have to be. So, what did you say? You said California Grill.
California Grill.
Okay, so we went there for I think it was our 10-year, and I didn't do this on purpose. It was just divine intervention, I guess, but timed it perfectly to where we got up there and we watched the sunset over Magic Kingdom
Oh, nice.
at dinner. Like
Yep.
it was truly wonderful.
You see the fireworks from up there?
You can. Yeah.
So yeah, California Grill would be one. Peter says they're staying at Polynesian Villas and Bungalows, so that opens up some options.
It does.
Okay, so the places on the monorail for both of you guys that I would
Yeah.
recommend. California Grill, absolutely delicious. Highly
Delicious.
recommend that one.
Yep.
Narcoossee's is great,
It is great.
especially if you like seafood.
Yep.
Citricos, which is both of those are
both.
over at Grand Floridian. Mm-hmm. You're not going wrong with either one of those choices, in my opinion.
When we ate at Citricos,
Yep.
again, timing,
That's right.
we were sitting right at the window
Yep.
as the fireworks started to go off.
Yep.
And it was an incredible view.
Yep. You can do the same thing in Narcoossee's.
Yeah.
They will hold your food while you go out and watch the fireworks. They'll bring it out as soon as you come back to the table. All three of those places, highly recommend
Yeah.
it. Other places, though, on property that I think are really good. Jico, I think, is the best restaurant that they
Mm-hmm.
have. That's at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Toledo over at Coronado Springs. I would
Yeah.
say if you want a quiet, romantic dinner,
a
that
great
is probably
spot.
your best choice because there's not a lot of people that go there. So you're going to have, it's going to have that kind of more intimate atmosphere. It's also just got a really romantic vibe to it. That whole resort does.
The view. This is what I would
And again-
say. If you get dinner, let's say you get it for 7:00,
Yep.
show up at 6 and go to the Dahlia Lounge.
Yes.
Gosh, that's real hard for me to say.
Which is also open until midnight.
And go ahead. There's an outdoor patio.
Yes, there is.
The views up there are incredible.
Yeah, you can see. And actually, from Toledo, from the restaurant, you can see the fireworks. You can see Phantasmic. You can see
Yeah.
Luminous.
Epcot,
at Epcot,
yeah.
and you can see the Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
fireworks. So you can legit see all of it from up there. I think
yeah.
it might be the only place on property you can do that.
Yeah. And I'll say this too: if you're talking about, romantic one-on-one, if you don't want to completely break the bank, staying at Coronado Springs and Destino Tower,
Yes,
that's almost like a hack.
it is a secret deluxe resort.
It is.
You're paying much closer to moderate prices, but you're getting. I mean, it's literally a deluxe room.
Yeah.
The only deluxe benefit you don't get the extended evening hours.
Right.
Which who
Yeah.
cares really? To me, it's not worth it in my opinion.
But if that's where you're staying, Toledo, that's
Yeah.
the way to go.
That-
I've never
that
had.
is-
Have you eaten at Topolino's for dinner?
No, we have
Yeah,
talked
I
about
haven't
it. We've
either.
never, but that is incredible breakfast. Riviera is also another beautiful resort. A lot more expensive.
Yeah.
But if I were planning a 5th anniversary trip, I would look
Yeah.
into Coronado Springs, Gran Destino Tower.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good option.
That'd be a big recommendation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ray Milano Jr. says Le Cellier is my favorite in-park restaurant. Sanaa?
Man, I have
Sanaa?
Sanaa. I think.
Sanaa, I think it is too.
I
It's my
have not
favorite
eaten at
resort
Le Cellier in years. I'm sorry, you said Sanaa was his favorite resort restaurant.
Favorite resort
Yeah.
restaurant, yeah.
I've never
I
had
haven't eaten
Sanaa.
either one of those.
Le Cellier, it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 10 years since
It's
I've eaten
it's
there.
been on our
Yeah.
to-do list for quite a while, and we just never quite get around to
That's
doing it.
as Frankie was talking about earlier. That's when generally, if you're walking through Epcot and you're looking, hey, what do we want to eat?
Yes.
There's always you can always walk up and eat there.
Yeah. And highly, highly recommended. Like, I mean, a lot of people
Oh,
love
yeah.
that place.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah.
People love it.
Sanaa, the biggest thing I hear about that is the bread service.
Yeah, Sanaa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's over at Kidani Village.
Yep. Which I've never stayed there.
I've never stayed at Kidani.
Never
but I
been
have
there.
Walked over there.
Yeah, I haven't. We stayed in Jumbo House. We stayed
Yeah, I
at
love
Animal
Jumbo
Kingdom.
House. Jumbo
Yeah.
House is awesome. Again, Jico is over at Jumbo House. Jico is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, that's the best meal you're going to have on property.
We've eaten at Boma. So
yeah, Boma is really good
yeah.
too.
Boma to me, like especially if you've got your family with you, or you're not sure. Do I want to try something a little more exotic? I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Like a more exotic menu.
Yep.
Boma's a good option because it's a buffet.
Yes.
If you don't like it, you just go get something else.
Yes,
So
I would agree with that. All right, back to viewer submitted topics
yeah,
from Hunter on the secret text line.
secret text line.
He says, "What is the worst ride and why?
The worst ride.
The worst ride.
Oh man.
Mission Space
Yeah.
is the worst ride.
Undeniably Mission Space.
And here's
Yeah.
why. It at best, it's not any fun. You just sit there. It's kind of a neat experience to feel it like
The first time.
The first time, it's kind of cool. There's no reason to ride it a second time.
But also, they took out a ride, an attraction that I never got to experience, but from my understanding was incredible.
Yeah.
And they replaced it with, yeah, Mission Space.
yeah, Mission Mars turned
Yeah.
into Mission Space, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, it was Horizons, but yeah.
Yeah, Horizons,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But still, there. Yeah, you did. You could go to space. I think that was one of the
Yep.
options.
Yep.
And yeah. And the number of people who sadly have passed on that ride is
And the number of people who have
yacked.
passed their lunch on the ride is
Here's
astronomical.
the challenge. Here's the challenge. Who was it that was doing the monorail crawl? Who was asking about it?
Oh,
Was
it's
it
Peter.
Okay, Peter. Go do the monorail crawl, and then monorail over to Epcot and ride Mission Space, and let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Let us know how
Please.
that goes. Maybe head over to Geo82 after that. Geo82 is also a fun place to go.
Well,
Highly
so
recommend Geo82.
when you were talking about one-on-one dates, we mentioned resorts, but
Yeah.
if we got into the parks, Geo82 would be at the top of my list.
Honestly, you could even go big or go home. Hit up Geo82
Yeah.
for drinks in either order. Do Geo82 and then Le Cellier.
Yeah.
Or Le Cellier and then head over to Geo82.
Yeah, good.
You can watch the fireworks from there. I don't think it'd be very good. I haven't done it.
No.
Not where I would go.
No.
That reminds me. I skipped over somebody earlier said something about. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Because they said something about. Yeah, Gregory Muller says, my fiance is half Syrian, half Moroccan. She said Spice Red Table was the most authentic Moroccan food she's had outside of home, of course.
Thank you for saying that. Honestly, like
That's awesome.
Again, we've heard nothing but good things. It's super simple to get a reservation there. I mean, you rarely have a problem. You
Yep.
can always walk up to it. It smells incredible whenever
yeah.
you walk by.
Yeah, it does.
And honestly, I've never had anything from the Morocco Pavilion that I'd be like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the baklava that they have at the
Oh, yeah.
little walk-up
Yep.
window. I seek that out. You
Yep.
can't because you're allergic to.
Pistachios, I'm okay. It's cashews that pistachios. I've got a real will they won't they
Touch and go.
relationship. Yeah, yeah. Ray says I recommend going to Sanaa during lunch. They have a burger
Okay.
with goat cheese that's only available during lunch.
A what?
A burger with goat cheese.
Oh,
yeah.
heck
I don't like goat
yes.
cheese, so I'm going to
I
pass on
do.
that one. But
Is
I can
it
believe it's
better? Have you had the burger at Steakhouse 71? And if
Oh,
you have,
gosh.
is it better?
or at Wailulu, which might be better than the Steakhouse 71 burger.
Okay,
What?
I'm not.
It was really good.
I'm gonna have to try
was
this
really
the next time.
It was. I would put them on. Peter says Orange Mission is the more intense one, right? Yes, it is. Challenge accepted. Wouldn't want it any other way. My man. We might have to come down there and join you for that one.
Yeah, let us know when
Engage
you'll be
nap
there.
time.
We'll check our Allegiant flights and
Yeah,
see if we can
yeah.
get down there.
Okay. User submitted topics. We got two more.
All right.
Sam on the secret text line. She says, "What's the one thing you have to do each trip to personally say, I went to Disney?"
Go to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's a simple thing. I always ride People Mover. That's the one thing
Okay.
that I do every time.
Okay.
So
Aaron, you got a one thing you have to do every time you go?
I honestly, I think I don't think it's on like topic for it or on theme for Disney in a way, but like I have to ride Guardians of the Galaxy every single time I go.
Okay. No, that's
That is on
perfect.
topic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just because it's
there.
fun and
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
roller coasters.
I mean, if I'm with people who will ride Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
Yeah.
I make it a point to do.
Yeah, it's Spaceship Earth for me. That's
Okay,
I've got to
yeah.
ride Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
That is my one thing.
It's good. They should redo it, but it's good.
It needs to be redone.
It just needs
I
some
fully
love.
acknowledge.
Not even
needs-
redo
yeah.
it.
No,
Just give
here's-
us the scenes on the descent. That's
I'm
what
gonna
I want.
I'm gonna
No.
reserve judgment on Carousel of Progress until it's done.
Yeah.
But I fear that next they're going to completely overhaul Spaceship Earth, and I don't think it needs
Well,
a
they
complete
announced
overhaul.
it years ago.
They did, and it needs a lot of like
It
it
does.
needs an overhaul in terms of maintenance. But do we need a new Spaceship Earth,
No.
or do we just need a
we just
totally
need-
repaired Spaceship Earth?
and the scenes on the descent?
And I
That's what we
100% agree with that.
Yeah.
100%.
I
agree
love
with
the
that.
scenes on the descent. They're so chaotic.
No, this is how I do the descent. because I'm asleep.
I don't remember I don't remember the last time that the scenes even worked. That like it even caught my
2006.
face in the picture.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about that. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the old ones where they have
I'm
like
sorry.
animatronics and stuff.
My bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, you're correct. Well, again, that's why I sleep, because it's not going to work.
Emily is correcting me that I want Carousel of Progress. That's my thing I have to do every time, which is kind of true. But I'm trying to prepare myself.
You should,
emotionally.
because you're not going to be able to do it for
I know.
months.
And then it's going to be different. I don't know.
But
We'll
it's
see.
still good.
We'll see.
There's still a great big beautiful.
Also, I will say there are times that I go and I don't go to Magic Kingdom. I stay just over at Epcot.
and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Like,
I
I
get that.
have to go to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. I get it. It feels a little
Yeah.
weird when I come back and I'm like, I didn't actually go to Magic Kingdom. It's
Right.
weird. But
Yeah.
if I go to Magic Kingdom, though, I'm 100% doing Carousel of Progress.
Oh yeah.
That's
sure.
that's probably the only thing that I'm definitely doing
Yeah.
is Carousel of Progress.
Hollow Presidents.
No, I've done it like once, and I keep joking about going back. The problem is, it's like you have to go at very
You
specific
got to
times.
catch it at the right time.
Yeah, it's
You
too
do.
complicated.
I don't hate it. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this makes me feel like I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it just started to fall apart. Not
Yeah.
the Hollow Presidents, just America. So
Yeah.
I'm still
well-
proud. I'm still proud. It's still the greatest country in the world. But yeah.
Have you seen that? Okay, this is a good one. That there is a legitimate chance that the United States will play England in the World Cup
No.
on July 4th.
round 2, baby.
Actually, it's round 3. The War of
Yeah.
1812 was
Yeah,
round
that
2.
was- yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a revenge tour.
Revenge tour.
That's terrible. I should joke about that.
So anyway, if that happens, I will be wearing full-on
Yeah.
USA Freedom gear.
Absolutely.
USA.
So Ray says he has not tried the Steakhouse 71 burger. Ray, you got to
Okay.
go try that, man.
Yeah,
Go to the Steakhouse 71 lounge. You
Yeah.
can't get it in the restaurant. It has to
Maybe
be in
at
the lounge.
lunch you can get it in the restaurant. I
Maybe.
can't remember.
Yeah,
but
you could definitely get it at the lounge. I think all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Heath on the secret text
Yes.
line says there isn't a right way to do Disney, but there is definitely a wrong way to do Disney. So, what would be the top 3 things that will make a summer Disney trip a disaster?
Don't drink water.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Don't drink enough water would make it a disaster.
Don't wear sunscreen.
Yep.
And wear in the wrong shoes.
Yeah.
Or only bring jeans.
Oh gosh, that one hurt me.
I know that's worse than the
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah,
I'd
that
rather
really
have the
is.
wrong
Yeah.
shoes and limp around the whole time
Yeah.
than only have jeans.
You can buy shoes. I mean, I guess you could buy jeans
okay.
too, but
I was there this past weekend.
yeah.
Emily and I went down, and it was hot. It was not like incredibly hot. It was in the low 90s.
Okay.
Heat index probably put it up around 96. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know some people are like, what are you talking about? That's crazy hot. It's not crazy hot. It gets way hotter than
Yeah.
that. But it was hot. We were walking in the Magic Kingdom, and there's some fool walking in black jeans, boots, and a leather jacket.
Like, do you? Okay, this is the question. I always look at Leslie. I'm like, are they from the equator?
I mean,
like, how are you doing
I
this?
think that's the thing. I was like, how is this guy not dead right here as we
Oh,
walk
gosh,
in? I mean,
yeah.
it was ridiculous. I do not understand the things I see people wear.
I mean, yeah, I've seen people when it's, I will say the sun is typically going down,
Sure.
but it's 80 degrees.
Yep.
And they're in one of those thick, like Patagonia jackets. And it's
Sure.
like, what
Okay.
What are you doing?
The
And
num-
maybe there's a medical condition.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll give you some.
Here's the
I'll
one that
give you
gets
some
me is
grace.
the number of men that are walking in and they are wearing their jeans and their steel toe boots
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
have to prove something.
I don't
like,
know.
dude, you're at a theme park, man.
That,
Put on a pair
but
of shorts.
that's almost like I've seen some of the ladies come walking in like high heels
That's
or their
true.
shoe. You know what I
Yep.
mean, like a platform
Yep.
shoe. And it's like,
Again,
okay,
you're at a theme park.
If you're going to a nice meal,
Sure.
Shiki Sai or what, something like that, right?
That's
like,
fair.
Okay, and if it's in the evening,
Yep.
But if it's 10 o'clock in the morning, like what are you
Yeah,
doing?
what in the world are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Ray says I once saw someone pass out from a heat stroke while in line for Tron. I 100%. That is
Yeah.
the Tron line might be the worst line.
yeah, it's hot.
It is awful, and I can believe it because there are people that are. It's just crazy hot, and they just don't. They don't respect
yeah.
the heat.
Here's even a pro tip: start hydrating like 2 days before you go.
Yeah.
Drink lots of water.
Drink
It'll-
lots. Like just
it'll
don't
pay
stop
off.
drinking water.
Yeah.
Like you said, sunscreen. Try to avoid the sun as much as you can, especially in the middle of the day.
Also, for me, sunglasses.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's sunny, like it's
Yep.
gonna kill my eyes without them. So
Yep.
that's my answer for that.
That's all the viewer submitted stuff, and we are now. I mean, we started a little late, but we are.
I think we're over.
We're at an
But it's
hour. Yeah.
fine.
Real quick, the E to the Beat concert lineup just came out
Yes,
today.
it did. And I made mention to you, like, this feels like there's a lot of bands on here.
They have filled
Lot
up
of
the
acts.
entire schedule. Bacillus is not there, and I am very sad. That was my favorite band from the last couple of years.
I'll be honest with you. What makes me sad, and how I know I'm getting older, is I don't know most of these people.
There are a lot of them that
Hanson?
Well, okay, no, here's what makes me sad is that I do know some of these bands that are playing now.
Well, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
Like the Beach Boys.
Yes. Newfound Glory is back.
Yeah, see.
And then Smash Mouth is right after them.
Smash
And
Mouth,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
man, like this is...
Yeah.
I saw
Bowling
Newfound
for
Glory
Soup.
last year. They were great. Yeah, Bowling for Soup,
But you got Boys to Men.
Yellow Card.
I listen to them. But there's plenty of people. Champagne Orchestra, never heard of.
Yeah, The Fray.
Have heard
They're
of.
back again this year.
Yeah.
Ben Rector. Yeah, I mean, it's a good lineup. We don't have to go through the whole thing right now, but
We probably will on our not the next episode, but
yeah, but maybe the
one
one
in the
after
future.
that. Yeah. We might go through it when we get the menus. Which honestly, I didn't expect to get the Eat to the Beat lineup until
Me
like for another
neither.
2 or 3 weeks.
And
So,
it looks like it's complete.
yeah, it's the whole thing.
Oftentimes there's TBD
Yep.
or there's large gaps. They're just not
No, they
seem
have
to be
every
that.
single date has somebody here. So
Yeah.
I highly doubt this is going to change because typically once they announce things like this, like that is the true lock in
Yep.
of the contract. That once it gets
They're there.
announced, everybody's in a full on. If you want to drop out, you're paying the full price buyout. So anything else?
I don't think so, man. This has been fun.
This has been a good one. Y'all have been
Yeah.
extra chatty tonight. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
We do appreciate it. It makes our jobs a whole lot
we were
easier.
joined by Frank.
Yeah, we had a special guest and an impromptu guest at that.
Yeah.
Which is always fun. Frank
Always.
he's always fun to catch up with
Yes.
and talk to, and he's for sure kind of like the eyes and ears down in
Yes.
Disney when we are
Yeah.
not there.
Yes,
So,
100%.
which is sad that it's more often that we're not there than when we are.
I
But
agree.
Alas.
Alas.
Well, hey, just a bit of housekeeping. We do have a new episode that's releasing Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
I wish I knew what the date is. I don't. 22nd?
That feels right.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Okay. Well, it's this coming Monday. I think it's a really fun episode.
Yeah.
So we.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot.
It has to do with being things that bother us as pass holders.
Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
the kindest way to say it. And we try real hard not to be a curmudgeon. And even on that episode, I give a grumpy warning, so I'll go ahead and just pre-warn you guys. There's a little bit of some grumpiness that happens, but
There is.
it's fun.
We have to vent every now and then.
Yeah,
you know?
it's fun. Other than that, is that it?
I think so.
We'll be let's see, we got that episode coming out. I don't know. We'll be back next month with another After Hours Social.
We will.
So send us your
At some
questions
point.
if you got follow up questions, you got more questions, you want to hear us talk about
Yeah.
something or get our opinions on something. We are happy to give it, even
Always.
sometimes when it's not requested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's primarily what we do.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, yeah, hit us up. Any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, song dedications, prayer requests. We'll do them all.
We'll do them all. We'll do them all in July. As always, until then, take care and keep hopping.
See you real soon.
Aaron,
Bye-bye.
you
That was
have a
Aaron.
job. You didn't say toodles.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
They were definitely chatty. They were much chattier than they normally are. I don't really know how many. At times it peaked up at like 15. It never really went above that, but.
I could not get, so it was already recording, so I could not get Frank's audio into Logic when that was happening,
Okay.
but it is technically in the OBS.
Okay. Then that one we'll pull the OBS then, and we'll use that for the audio for the upload.
Be good enough.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's what we've done. I think that's what we had to do for the last one too.
We did for a little bit of it, not
Okay.
the whole thing.
That's fine.
But it would be the fact that he talks